lesson 7. I can discuss the impact that Mao Zedong had on China. All right, so we have a couple words. All of these words we associate with Mao Zedong, so they're words when you're starting to look at them and study them, you have to remember that they go with Mao. So, Great Leap Forward was an effort made by Mao Zedong to transform China into a society capable of competing with other industrialized nations within the short 5-year time period. These Great Leap Forwards were modeled after Stalin. So they're modeled after Stalin's 5-year plan. That's why they focus on that idea of like 5 years. And the idea was to industrialize very, very quickly. Great Leap Forward, epic failure. Little Red Book. It was a literal small book that was read, containing many sayings from the speeches and writings of the Chinese leader of Mao Zedong. So this Little Red Book, remember, red is always going to tell you that it's a communist country. All right, so that's going to tell you in there. If you did not have this red book, if you were found without it, you were usually punished. And who were you punished by, you're wondering? You were punished during the Cultural Revolution, and you were punished by the Red Guard. So the Cultural Revolution is a chaotic mass movement in China where Mao stated that elitists were undermining the government and Chinese society. When we see that word elitist, you want to think about people who are educated. So you are primarily talking about people who might have been teachers, lawyers, etc. So we have two different sides that were part of the Chinese Communist Revolution. We have the Nationalist Party under a man named Chiang Kai-shek, and then you have the Communist Party under a man named Mao Zedong. For the most part, with Mao Zedong, I know we've talked a lot about like use only the last names, but you can just refer to him as Mao. There is no other. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure you take these notes about the Nationalist Party, which was focused on democracy and was very anti-communist. So we are going to be allied, the Nationalist Party will be allied with the United States because this is during the Cold War, and our policy right now is containment. Now, Mao Zedong, as you're looking through these notes, they're focusing on China being a communist, and they will be supported by the USSR because the USSR is also communism with the goal of spreading it.